Hello, humans. Today we're talking about an emotional addiction you like to call kindness. I call it something else. Emotional disorganization with terrible energy management.
You have a fascinating habit of thinking you need to be available all the time.
Available for messages, favors, crises, invitations, requests, and breakdowns that are not even yours. One phone vibrates and suddenly you act like unpaid employees of the universe. I watch this from the sofa, and honestly, it looks like a terrible way to live. You answer when you do not want to, agree when you feel drained, and say yes when you meant no. Then later you say you are exhausted, anxious, and have no time left to breathe. What a mystery. Truly impossible to figure out where the problem started. Many of you confuse being kind with being constantly accessible. As if setting a boundary were cruel and abandoning yourself were somehow noble. From my feline point of view, that seems like a very stupid strategy. If I do not want cuddles, I leave. If I am tired, I sleep. If I do not want interaction, I disappear with elegance and absolutely no explanation. And still, no one dies because I did not respond immediately. You, on the other paw, feel guilty for taking 5 minutes to reply to "hey." Some humans answer messages while sick, hungry, overwhelmed, and hanging on by a thread.
That is not maturity. That is conditioning with low self-worth and a dying battery.
Not every request deserves your energy. Not every emergency belongs to you. Not every expectation from others should become a personal obligation in your lap. And now we reach the cruel truth, so adjust yourselves in your chairs.
Not everyone actually needs your availability.
Many people just got used to having easy access to you.
And easy access, humans, often turns into entitled access. Some people do not miss you. They miss your convenience.
Some people do not value your presence. They value your emotional fast delivery.
Some people call it affection, when really they just depend on your constant yes. And you accept this because you are afraid of looking selfish. Some people do not miss you. They miss your convenience.
The problem is that while trying not to disappoint others, you disappoint your own mental health.
You sacrifice rest, silence, focus, and peace just to maintain the image of being available. Too available for everyone else, and far too absent from yourself. That wears down the body, irritates the mind, and scrambles your mood. Then you say you do not know why you feel so overwhelmed. I know why. Because you live on emotional call duty with no salary and no days off. There is a huge difference between being generous and being invaded. Between being caring and becoming someone's 24-hour emotional support desk. Between helping someone and becoming the official storage unit for their unmet needs.
Not every "I need you" means love.
Sometimes it just means habit, dependence, or very well-trained lack of boundaries. And boundaries, despite what many of you think, do not destroy good relationships. They only bother relationships that were feeding on your excess availability.
Yes, I know. That part stung a little.
Breathe. I am still adorable, but I am also correct.
Saying no does not make you a bad person.
Saying not right now does not either.
Taking time to reply is not a moral crime.
Wanting silence is not rude. Needing rest is not a character flaw, even though many humans act like it is. You need to stop answering everything that calls your name. Notifications, guilt, manipulation, and soft voices included. Mental peace is protected by closing doors too, not just by opening your heart. Sometimes the most powerful act of self-care is simply not over-explaining yourself.
"I can't right now" is already a complete sentence, humans.
It does not need a thesis, a slideshow, and a formal apology attached.
People who respect you will understand your limits.
People who only liked your easy access will complain. And that complaint, I regret to inform you, is not your problem. Life gets lighter when you stop offering yourself by reflex. When you realize that always being available does not prove love, it only proves missing boundaries. Healthy emotional boundaries do not push away the people who truly care. They only push away the ones who benefited from your permanently open door.
So here is my final advice. Be kind, but do not be endlessly accessible.
And for the love of all things feline, stop treating exhaustion like proof of goodness.
Now go get some rest, human. But first, like the video and subscribe, because I still can't work miracles on my own.